Dreamer again, and this is my second video. The first video's been getting some good feedback. Thank you guys for watching. You know, I need to stop saying Thank you guys for watching and supporting me and helping me out. I hope I could get some more supporters and be successful at this. So this is called Getting Back Together with Your Ex. I got a request from one of my friends to do this video. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell the truth on how I feel about it. Me personally, getting back together with your ex is never really a good idea because there's so much hurt, there's so much anguish, you know, there's just so much pain there. And to reopen that and become vulnerable to the person who may have broken your heart, or to the person you broke their heart, you know, to be vulnerable to that, you know, that's something hard to do. It's really hard to do, and you have to be prepared for it. So, I mean, if you want to get back together with your ex, here's some few pointers. Okay, don't hold on to the past. That is the number one thing that you have to remember. Because, being hurt and everything, you're like, and you get back together, you're most likely to remember what that person did to you. And you feel it deep down in your heart. You're like, oh my gosh, he cheated on me. Oh my gosh, she cheated on me with my best friend. And it's just biting at you, but you can never let that go. But you still love the person enough to still be with them. The thing is, you have to let that go. You have to be able to forgive and forget. But I mean, before you can forgive and forget, you know, if you want to get back together, you have to face the past with your ex. You have to talk about it. Communication is the big part of getting back together. You have to communicate, because without that communication, without good communication, your relationship is just gonna fall right apart all over again, and you'll be left brokenhearted, or twice. Okay. So, you know, face the past. You have to talk about it. Get everything off your chest. You know, don't sit there and be like, oh, I don't want to bring up the past because, you know, we're trying to work on our future. You have to bring up the past to get past that past. I don't know if that makes sense, but you just have to talk about it, let it out, take everything, all the anger and all the, you know, animosity you have towards this person, bring it all out of you and put it on the table and let the person see how you feel. So then you can decide how to move on from there. And you have to make sure that you learned the lesson the first time. You know, to jump back in the relationship with the ex who broke your heart, knowing darn well that they're going to do it again, I don't think you've learned your lesson. You have to make sure that you're not doing it just because, you know, this was your, let's say it was your first love. Just because it was your first love and you don't see yourself with anybody else, you have to make sure you're not doing it for that. You have to make sure that you really, really love the person, and you can make sure that you learn how to control yourself and not be so desperate. You don't have to make it seem like you can't live without them. You have to make it seem like you're stable enough to get back with them, but you're strong enough to be without them. Here's another thing. Do not force the relationship. Remember, you guys broke up for a reason, and if you can't get past it, or he or she can't get past it, then don't force it. Don't strain yourself to be in a relationship or situation that you don't need to be in, when you can easily say, okay, look, I'm done. We were together the first time. It didn't work. I gave you a second chance, and I don't think it's gonna work. I think it should be over between us. You know, finally done for. You shouldn't force it. You don't have to sit there and pretend that, oh, I love him, oh, I love her, you know, I just gotta give him a chance. Or don't assume that. Don't force it. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can just move on with your life and do something better. Find somebody better. There are millions of more boys or girls out there in the world. There's not only this one person. Yeah, this one person, at some point in time you loved them. I understand that. It's hard to get over the people you love, but you just have to move on, because obviously that person didn't love you enough to keep you. Or you didn't, or if you're the one who did the damage, obviously you don't love that person enough to keep them, and you shouldn't hold them back from moving on with their life and making it better for themselves. There's some certain things you have to do. You have to be willing to make sacrifices, and you have to be willing to compromise. You can't, everything's not going to be like it was the first time you guys went out. Let me just tell you that. It's not going to be the same, because one, you're not going to trust the person. Like, let's say if you're the one who got if you're the one who got cheated on, you're not going to be able to trust the person who did this to you, who broke up with. Trust takes a second to break, but it takes forever to build. That's what you have to remember. If you trusted this person and they did you wrong the first time, I'm pretty sure you're going to be having some doubts in your mind that they're going to do you wrong the second time, and it's not going to get any better from there. Second chances aren't always guaranteed in this world, and if they're nice enough and if they love you so much to give you a second chance, don't do it again. You know, you hurt this person so bad. You broke their heart. If you don't know what it feels like, they went through some stuff for you. Sleepless nights, tears, heartache, heartbreak. And if you get back together with this person, they trust you again, they love you, just don't do it again, because it's not going to be good for you. Another thing about getting back together with your ex, is it really worth it? Is it worth, you know, trying so hard to forgive this person who hurt you? I mean, not trying so hard to forgive them, but you have to forgive and forget anyway. Even if you move on, forgive and forget them. Don't let them control you enough for you to hate them so much that you don't forgive. Is it really worth putting yourself back in a situation where you just got out of? You know, this person broke your heart, they crushed you down, they beat you down, and you want to put yourself back in this situation? I don't really think that it's worth it. But if you think that it's worth it, then by any means, go for it. Do what you want to do. Do what you have to do. But just hear me out and think about it. You have to think about it really hard. Do you want to take the chance, take the risk of getting your heart broken? Because, I mean, it hurts the first time, but the second time, it hurts even more because you trusted them. Well, I mean, even though the trust isn't back on that level, you gave them a little bit of your trust back to do you right the second time, and yet they broke your heart again. Is it worth it? Is it really? Because you'll always think and you'll always remember the pain, the heartache. I don't think it's worth it. Final advice for you guys. Before you jump back to getting with your ex, give another person a try, because you never know who's out there waiting for you to come around. You can at least try and go out there and get yourself somebody new, somebody fresh, somebody who hasn't hurt you, and see where it goes from there. This is all I have to say on this subject. You know, getting back together with your ex, in my opinion, is not a really good idea for anybody. I think you should branch out more before you decide if getting back together with your ex is the best possible thing. So, thank you guys for watching my second video, and there's more to come, so please hit that subscribe button down here, and follow me on Twitter right here at Dreamer-Bitches TV, and also like my page on Facebook. Thank you very much. See you guys later. Bye now. I need to stop saying no. Okay, so okay, you guys broke up for a reason. You know.